My name is Greg Quacchia. I'm a sheriff's deputy with the Sonoma County Sheriff's Department. Well, back when I was going to college, I was majoring in public administration at the time, and they had an internship requirement for a semester with a public agency. I elected to do mine with the Chico Police Department, and I spent a semester assisting the detectives with paperwork. I found that to be interesting and somewhat challenging, and so after I graduated, I decided to attend the basic academy and further my career. To become a police officer today or deputy sheriff, you have to enroll in the basic law enforcement academy. That's approximately 5.5 months long. You go 5 days a week, about 8 to 10 hours a day. Once you graduate from that, if you're hired by a law enforcement agency, you go through a approximate 24-week field training program where you ride around with a field training officer to finish out your training program. One of the advantages is you get to meet a lot of great people. You get to help out a lot of people who are in need of help, and you're making a positive impact on the quality of life in society. The disadvantages are the hours are long, 10 hours plus a day. You work at night. You do happen to suffer from lack of sleep due to working those nights sometimes. You miss out on a lot of family functions, birthdays, you do work holidays and a lot of things, so those are some of the disadvantages. My day is 10 hours long. I report to work at 7:15. We have an approximately 15-minute briefing period in the morning, and then we hit the streets on our cars, and we are handling calls for service from there, and they vary depending on who happens to call in and what type of need, be it reports, arrests, and the such, and there's a lot of report writing that comes with that sometimes at the end of the day, and we normally finish our day, if we're not working in an overtime period, by 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, the risks are you're always dealing with situations and people that sometimes are not friendly towards you, and there are situations where you get into where you may possibly be hurt, injured, or even killed. So it is a high-risk job, and it does stress you out quite a bit sometimes when you're having to deal with some of those situations. What I'd recommend is to finish your schooling, graduate from high school, get your diploma, go on to college, try and get a college education. Some of the things that I tend to see that are very important in my line of work is computer skills are important now, the ability to type, your ability to write, because you do a lot of report writing, and dealing with people and having good interpersonal skills is sometimes a big help too. Well, it's a challenging and very rewarding career. Every day is different. I go to work and no 2 days are quite the same. Some days are very slow and some days are quite hectic. So you never know what you're going to get into every day, and it kind of keeps you interested and focused on your job.